Hello everybody, welcome here to Daytona International Speedways. We're going to get ready here for the running of the Daytona 500 Last Chance Qualifier here on the 1990 configuration here at Daytona. I'm Chris Dollerton here live on the Speed Network here to bring you all the action, 50 laps of action here at Daytona today. And we got 26 hungry NASCAR NEXTEL Cup drivers ready to take the track and see who are going to be the drivers who are going to make the Daytona 500. And seven drivers today will make the Daytona 500. The top 7 who finished today, the top 7 who finished today will make the 500. But the way it's going to work is they're not going to start at the back. They're going to be spread out amongst the field. We're going to do the traditional NR2003 qualifying. So these drivers could be on the pole for the 500 for all we know. So we'll see what happens after 50 laps of action today. We're going to go ahead through the drivers who are going to take the field today. Whoops, too far. Here's a nice look at the American Papyrus Racing Games Pontiac pace car. And Mark Martin will start on the pole here today. Then alongside of him is Brandon Witt in the 72. Then rolling off from 3rd is Mike Skinner. And then Sterling Marlin rolling off from 4th. 5th is going to be Kevin LePage. 6th will be Eric McClure. 7th will be James Hilton. 8th will be Kirk Shelmerdine. 9th will be Derek Cope. 10th will be Jeremy Mayfield. 11th will be David Reagan. 12th will be Joe Nemechek. 13th will be Johnny Sauter. 14th will be Stanton Barrett. And then 15th will be Juan Pablo Montoya. 16th will be Paul Menard. 17th will be AJ Allmendinger. 18th is Brandon Ash. 19th will be Kenny Wallace. 20th will be Eric Almirola. 21st will be Jeff Green. 22nd, Mike Bliss. 23rd, Scott Wimmer. 24th, Frank Kimmel. And 25th is Kyle Petty, and 26th will be Ken Schrader. Lots of drivers hungry to get this win today. I'm ready for this race. I mean, this is going to be the start of the mock season I'm running here on the DCGT 671 channel. The way it's going to work is the race weekends will go like this. There will be the challenge races for the Twin Peaks Cup Series, and then the Truck Series race, and the Busch Series race, and the Twin Peaks Cup Series race, and then the NEXTEL Cup race. That's how the race weekends will go. But the deal is, the 2007, the mock seasons will run on the 2007 schedule. Twin Peaks is going to be running the 2014 schedule. So it's going to be a mix around there. The next season will be the 2008 schedule for the mock seasons, and still the 2014 schedule most likely for the Twin Peaks Cup Series. So we're going to see what happens today here at Daytona. I'm ready for this race to start, and we'll see what happens here. There's the qualifier, then the Truck Series race will be later on, and then the Busch Series race, and then the Twin Peaks 500 will happen, which I know it's been a while since I know it's taking a while to come out, and then the Daytona 500 here. And this will be the Trucks, Busch, and Cup in NEXTEL race. They're going to be full races, so they're going to be long races. So if you're going to watch those, grab some snacks and drinks. You're in for a long ride on those races. So anyway, enough chit-chat. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking here. We're going to go see what happens here today at Daytona. We're going to go ahead and jump to the command to fire the engines here on Speed at Daytona. Here we go. Here is the command to fire the engines here at Daytona live here on Speed.
Y'all come say it with me. Drivers, start your engine!
26 drivers going to take the green flag today. All of them are not having trouble here on the start. We're going to go ahead and look through here, look at some drivers to watch out for in today's race. Mark Martin, of course, on the pole, big veteran, has never won a championship. He's been second so many times, and now he's going to attempt to do it this year. Other drivers, Sterling Marlin, 1990, I think it was the 93 and 94, no, the 94 and the 95 champion of the Daytona 500. Other drivers here, Derek Cope, the 1990 Daytona 500 winner. Joe Nemechek, popular driver in the series. David Reagan, he's a rookie, making his first start in the NEXTEL Cup Series. Paul Menard in the 15 for DEI. Juan Pablo Montoya for Chip Ganassi. AJ Allmendinger for Red Bull Racing, and then you have also Mark Almirola for Joe Gibbs Racing. Kenny Wallace, Mike Bliss, Jeff Green, Frank Kimmel here, regular ARCA driver. Scott Wimmer, who took that 2005 really bad, weird tumble in 2005. Kenny Schrader, and Kyle Petty, third generation driver of Petty's. Here they come through turns 3 and 4. We're ready to go, ready for 50 laps of action here at Daytona. Mark Martin and Brandon Witt are going to lead the pack down. Pace car is going to make the hard left-hand turn into pit road. We're ready to get this season started in the NASCAR NEXTEL Cup Series. But first is the last chance qualifier before we get the season rolling. Mark Martin leads him down. No one real choosy yet to go 3 wide here at Daytona. You can go 3 wide here at Daytona, have no trouble. But 4 wide, you got to worry about. Martin gets about half a car length on Mike Skinner, but Mike Skinner at this track is going to suck right up the bumper of Martin. He's going to go immediately to the inside. Mike Skinner is not going to allow Mark Martin to have this first lap. Kevin LePage may say the same for that too. He's really been riding 23. Is he going to pop out? Nope. Skinner holds the bottom. Here comes LePage, though. Who's going to lead the lap? It's going to be Skinner. Still, no one making moves 3 wide. Got James Hilton, 70 years old. Popped out high. Here comes the 1990 champion of 500, Derek Coates. Still double file all the way around this racetrack. I'm surprised they haven't gone 3 wide yet. And Derek Coates is going to lead the second. Menard. Well, I thought he was going to go 3 wide, but he just comes back in. Slides down to the inside line. Now the first rookie has made his way to the front, David Reagan. Montoya going to make any moves? No, but here comes Johnny Sauter to the inside. Montoya looking. Here comes Montoya. Montoya to the inside. Is he going to lead the lap, or is it going to be Sauter? Sauter got it. Comes Allmendinger. I think he's going to start to make the move 3 wide. Yes, he will. Sauter, 3 wide. Now they're 3 wide. Now that's starting to move Allmendinger to position numero 1. Well, Kenny Wallace is going to take that away in an instant. When Derek Coates just got moved up high 3 wide. Now these guys are starting to get antsy. Ooh, Hilton better be careful. Back here, 3 cars now moved up high 3 wide. Montoya, Sauter, and Coates. Oh, man! James Hilton almost came down in the Paul Menard. Scott Wimmer's also going to make some move 3 wide. Is he going to have time to slide back down in line? I don't know. Oh, boy, man, they're getting crazy back here. Scott Wimmer to the lead. And look who's up there now. Kyle Petty and Ken Schrader, the 2 cars on the last row. Oh, David Reagan and Allmendinger are 4 wide. Oh, there they go. Hilton in the wall. They saved it. They did save it, so they may be able to hang on to it, but Hilton has blown up. Montoya, they're coming to pit road with Skinner. Oh, no, and that has split the field up a bit. Big pack still here, but so that's 5 back there trying to catch up. Oh, man, we avoided a caution, but I don't think that's what the others wanted to do. Pack right here led by Mark Martin, Joe Nemechek, Derek Cope, Jeremy Mayfield, and Brandon Witt. Eric McClure is now off the pace, and so is Sterling Marlin. And there's Johnny Sauter also involved as Skinner and Montoya still sit on the road. Mike Bliss, move Mike Bliss to the #1 spot, and now they've settled it down to 2 wide. James Hilton out with a valve failure. Here comes Skinner back on the racetrack with no hood and all. Now, over cars now, that might become trouble. Because there's Sauter, he's entering turn 1. The leaders are now entering turn 3. So there may be a while before they catch him. Now look who's here for the lead. Brandon Ash has now taken the lead. As Nemechek, Witt, Martin, and Mayfield attempt to catch the rear of the lead pack here. Isn't there another driver with him? Yeah, Derek Cope has now lost the draft. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose them. And there's Mike Skinner, and Montoya is just now returning to the racetrack. Brandon Ash, and look, mission accomplished. Nemechek has caught the end of this pack. Allmendinger for the lead. Brandon Witt is about to catch the tail of the pack. He has. And Mayfield and Martin are still in pursuit. Here comes Stanton Barrett to the inside, and Allmendinger. Mayfield has also caught the rear of this pack, and now Martin is a man on a mission to try to catch the pack. Oh boy, they were going to go 3 wide there, but Allmendinger tucked back in line. If the race last time by were over last time by, the drivers who would have made it would be Allmendinger, Barrett, Wallace, Shelmerdine, Wimmer, Ash, and Jeff Green. And of course, that wasn't the last time. Well, the question is, will these guys ever need to make pit stops? That's going to be the big question here today. As Kirk Shelmerdine is now to the lead, and Martin has now caught the tail. This lead pack is now a pack of 19. At one point, it was a full 26 until that small back there. It didn't turn out to be a caution, which was a good thing. Well, it wasn't really a good thing. Say Montoya and Mike Skinner, Sauter, and McClure and Marlin. So that wasn't really a good thing. And now Derek Cope could use a caution to try to catch the pack. Rejoin the pack here. Scott Wimmer to the lead in the 33. Holiday Inn colors for Richard Childress. He's going to block down and try to get in front of the ARCA driver, Frank Kimmel. Wimmer leads the lap with Kimmel now in the spot for second. Or first, excuse me. And I hear lap traffic ahead. That's Juan Pablo Montoya. They're going to encounter him, and that's going to split the pack up again. Montoya is down 2 laps already, and there he is. They're going to encounter him on the backstretch, it looks like. Oh boy, this is going to get interesting. Kimball's got to go somewhere. He can't go anywhere. Witt's there, 4 wide as they block the leaders. But Witt is going to make it by. Wimmer's going to get by on the high side. 3 wide. This is not good. Highline's going to get stuck. And oh man, that has really split the field up. Montoya now splitting up this group here. High side now gets a little bit of a break. Nemechek, who just had to make ground back up, and now he's slowed up. Barrett and Allmendinger are working the high line. Allmendinger trying to get by. He's by. now the 3 have made it by. Montoya is by, and now... And there's the leaders. The pack has now dwindled down to a pack of 9, it looks like. It is a pack of 10, actually. Pack of 11, actually. Oh, boy. Right now, Nemechek and all those guys, they're hot pursuit to try to regain the pack. See if they do anything. Because up ahead here, Sauter's up ahead, so that might slow these guys up and move this guy to the lead. And look at this guy. We haven't talked about him all day. Arik Almirola, he's now to the lead. Here comes Mike Bliss with help from Paul Menard and Frank Kimmel. They're now starting to catch Johnny Sauter. Basically say the drivers that are off the lead lap, including, oh, and Skinner's up ahead here too, that are off the lead lap right now are pretty much done. Skinner and Montoya. Hilton, of course, is out, so he can't continue. Sauter, he's right here, so he might be done. And so Skinner. But you never know. Sterling Marlin has enough time to catch a caution here. And oh boy, I better stop talking. Here come the leaders. And 2 cars have to split them up. That's really going to help that other pack behind them. As now Kimmel's going to try to get to work here. He's going to pass the 70. Bring that second pack right back to him. Kimmel to the lead. Mayfield, LePage second. Third is Mayfield. Fourth is Witt. Fifth is Wimmer. Sixth is Mark Martin now. Seventh is going to be Stanton Barrett, Arik Almirola, if he can get around the 70. As I said, it's brought that second pack really crazy up here. Right now, we're just going to focus on the leaders at the moment. Mayfield lead. Marlin is in turn 3, and they're just now entering the backstretch. So Marlin has time, has some time to try to hope for a caution and get back on the lead lap. Get back to the tail end of the lead lap. Right now, the ones that are hoping for it are Derek Cope and Eric Miller. For a caution. The race were to end right now, this would be the top 6, and the 7th one would be whoever is in 7th right now. It'd be Arik Almirola. Field really split up. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We're going to be right back here on speed. Your leader is currently Scott Wimmer. Aerial coverage of today's race has been brought to you by AAA Insurance and Red Bull. Wait, no, I didn't say that. And this is a nice helicopter view. As you can see, the pack has reformed a bit. It's now a pack of 12. Now, as Kurt Shelmerdine is in hot pursuit. And oh man, look at Kimmel and Menard. They're really going at it. They're catching here. Sorry. They have caught Sterling Marlin. He's going to go in the middle, it looks like, so that might only hold up 2 drivers. Oh, man. Reagan better be careful. Marlin moves high. There's another car up ahead, it sounds like. That's Mike Skinner. So this might be a lucky break for the guys being held up by Martin right now. Or Marlin, excuse me. The only 2 guys getting held up right now are the 6 and the 80. Because everyone else is going to be able to scoot on by. Now the 80 slides down. There's Skinner. Oh, man. Bliss had a huge head of steam to bring the pack back together. Barrett's going to have to make some sort of a move here. There's Cope. The high side's now going to get held up, but Shelmerdine does a smart thing. Moves to the low line. Approaching halfway. And with this trouble for these guys up here, bringing that second pack back. Right now, the cars being held up are just actually 30s and 71. And there's that second pack. Inside line's going to have the advantage here. No, the outside line's going to have the advantage now. Skinner slid down, and that's going to allow the high side to go by. The 44 and the 66 are going to go by on the high side. That's going to help them greatly. Greatly to catch the pack again. Here's the lead pack. Second pack is trying to close back up. And the pack of 12 is down to the pack of 9. Looks like Shelmerdine leading the rear of it. And move Mark Martin to the lead. Wimmer's doing a good job at holding it on the high side, but right now it's Martin. Menard looking low. He's going to make it 3 wide. Just joining us here. And looking to lead the lap here. Oh, Menard just got it. But man, that was really close. And I mean really close. Slow car up ahead. That's Derek Cope, I think. I think that is Derek Cope. Nope, that's Juan Montoya. And then Derek Cope. Whoa! Brandon Witt! Gonna bring it back up the track. Oh, be careful, though. And what a save by Brandon Witt. Perfect timing for him, too. Really was perfect timing. Because the leaders were encountering trouble, and then Witt got turned off the racetrack. I'm sorry I missed that, folks. We'll go back later and see what exactly happened if we catch a caution or something. Mark Martin and Mayfield and Nemechek and Reagan, Stanton Barrett, Frank Kimmel, and they all now have caught. Now rejoining to some sort of formation. As here's Derek Cope now. Hung out there for a long time, but he could not pull it off. As Paul Menard, Kirk Shelmerdine, Mike Bliss, and Eric Amarola will go by. Here, yeah, another one. Johnny Sauter's going to rejoin these guys. Brandon Witt, Scott Wimmer, Jeremy Mayfield, Joe Nemechek, Mark Martin, and David Reagan are the top 10, with Barrett, Kimmel, Petty, Green, lap car of Marlin, wow, I just lost it. Allmendinger, Schrader, LePage, Wallace, and Ash are currently the cars leading the lap as they've gone now past Sauter. Lowline's going to have the advantage here, it looks like, unless... Oh, Reagan did not make a move. Good move there. Goodness gracious. The two leaders continue the battle. These guys back here are starting to gain. What do I know, man? Oh, man. Barrett Almirola wanted to go low. Cope's going to move 3 wide. And Sauter wanted to move to the inside line, but Martin's like, nah, you ain't coming down here. Reagan stuck behind 3 cars. Reagan may lose the draft here. There's this lead pack here. Rear pack here trying to get on. As the lead pack is now starting to form together again. As Menard and Shelmerdine continue to battle. And oh boy, Shelmerdine did not get down to the inside line fast enough. Here comes with a full head of steam Mayfield and Nemechek and Barrett, Wimmer, Bliss, Kimmel, and Petty. Whoa, Mark Martin back there. Almost got turned off the nose of Jeff Green. David Reagan is also continuing to have trouble to get around Derek Cope. Paul Menard has really now shifted up behind him. As this pack back here continues to battle for the lead. Whoa, Bliss and Barrett really close. Crazy battle here. We're going to take another quick commercial break. We'll be back, and hopefully pit stops what may be happening. Welcome back to Daytona here. Jeff Green has taken the lead. The field split up again due to Montoya coming back up here. But here's another slow car. Carolyn slowed this pack up. Back up, unless Nemechek did what he just did right there. He just made a nice move to the inside. as that second pack is trying to close in. And Wimmer's pitting, so this pit stops are starting. Wimmer the only one gonna pit this time, it looks like. Yeah, Wimmer the only car to pit. We're gonna see what he does here. See what he does here. Looking to just be a gas and go here for Wimmer, and it is gas and go for Wimmer. I'm gonna see what the next set are gonna do. See, it's Nemechek. McClure's looking high. He moved up high. Looks like the leaders are gonna come down here. This time, yes, Nemechek, Mayfield, Green, and Amarola look to pit this time. Anyone else? Ken Schrader, Kyle Petty, Brandon Witt, Sterling Marlin, Kenny Wallace, and Brandon Ash all going to pit this time. As the cycles to Mike Bliss. See what the leaders are going to do on pit road. Let's see the first guy who let him down, what he's doing. We'll go to the first car. That's on pit lane. There's Nemechek. He's coming out of his pit stall. Witt is not going to pit stall. Comes out. Just beat him. Okay, he's like, nope, you're not getting anywhere. As now Reagan hits the pits. Mike Bliss chooses to stay out another lap with Shelmerdine, Barrett, Menard, and A.J. Allmendinger. And apparently Kevin LePage also, as Mark Martin and Eric McClure and David Reagan, Frank Kimmel, they make pit stops. We're going to figure out who the lead will cycle over to, as Mike Bliss still stays out on the racetrack with Shelmerdine, Barrett, and Menard and Allmendinger. Looks like Bliss may come to pit road. By the looks of it, he will be. Here comes Bliss to pit road, but Shelmerdine chooses to stay out. Allmendinger will pit. Mayfield and Cope will also pit. So Shelmerdine, the only car left to pit. He may be trying to stick these guys up ahead of him. And apparently Jeff Green is out of the race with a header failure. Don't know what the problem is on the 66. As Kirk coming through the corners here, most likely going to pit this time. And here comes Shelmerdine to pit. So the lead may cycle to Mark. We'll figure it out in just a moment. Let's see where Shelmerdine is. Making his way to his pit stall. Here he comes. There's Sauter and Skinner. Those two guys are off the lead lap. Montoya, he's also off the lead lap. Frank Kimmel looks to be the man who's in the lead right now. We'll cycle over to, looks to be Frank Kimmel. Here's Shelmerdine. Frank Kimmel, unless Shelmerdine can get up to speed, which I doubt's going to happen. He's at 170, Kimmel's at a 195. Yep, there goes Kimmel. Kimmel will take the lead. And he's got a huge lead over everyone else. We'll see if a caution comes out to bunch the field back up. Kimmel will be the leader of the line here. Shelmerdine a second back. Then followed by Menard. And the caution is out. Someone has wrecked on the racetrack. There was a spin on the front straightaway. Kyle Petty, Jeremy Mayfield. I was wondering why the cars were slowing down, but the caution came out for Kyle Petty. a dramatic turn of events here. A spin on the front stretch as Kimmel awaits the pace car. Second is Shelmerdine. Third is Menard. Fourth is Barrett. Fifth is Bliss. Sixth is Allmendinger. Seventh is Nemechek. Eighth will be Reagan. Ninth will be Mark Martin. And 10th is Ken Schrader. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump back and take a look at what brought out the first caution of the day, and believe it or not. So let's see what happened to bring up the first caution today. Frank Kimmel is your leader. As you see here, they're coming out of 4 here on lap 39 of 50. These guys are running for, it looks to be a 10th place at the moment. These guys were slowing up. Mayfield runs into the back of Wimmer, which sends him up into Petty and sends everyone around. And Schrader, he's gonna smack the wall. As Mayfield and Kyle Petty go for a spin involving also Ken Schrader and Scott Wimmer. 2-car spin, 4 cars involved, and, well, Kyle and Mayfield don't look to have much damage, but it looks like Wimmer and Schrader have a lot of damage. So we're going to go ahead and jump back to the restart of this race. We'll see what happens to end this race here and who's going to make the Daytona 500. Lights are out on top of the pace car. We're going to get back to green this time by, excuse me, with 9 laps to go. Single file restart, so they'll have a couple lap cars to contend with. Shelmerdine will have McClure to contend with. If we can get around him quickly, that's what will happen. And we're going to give you a full field rundown. Kimmel is the leader. Second is Shelmerdine. Third is Menard. Fourth is Barrett. Fifth is Bliss. Sixth is Allmendinger. Seventh is Nemechek. David Reagan is 8th. 9th is Martin. 10th is Schrader. 11th is Wimmer. 12th is Amarola. 13th is LePage. 14th is Wallace. 15th is Ash. 16th, Brandon Witt. 17th is Jeremy Mayfield. 18th is Kyle Petty. 19th is Eric McClure. Over here, 20th is currently Sterling Marlin. 21st is Derek Hope. 22nd, Johnny Sarter. 23rd is Mike Skinner. 24th looks to be I'm not sure who is 24th. Oh, that's right. 24th is out of the race. 4th, it would be Jeff Green right now. And 25th is Juan Pablo Montoya. Green flag going to come out with 9 laps to go. Frank Kimmel is the leader. Good. I don't know if that was a good move from Shelmerdine, but that opens the door for everyone else. Montoya is going to duck low to avoid everybody. Veteran move by Montoya. And look at that. McClure gets to the inside. He's going to get the lead. He's going to not get the lead. He's going to get a lap back from Kimmel. But due to Montoya slowing up some of the field, we'll split the field up a bit. But we're going to have a big pack to finish this race. So Montoya has now dashed the chances of Kenny Wallace and Brandon Witt, it looks like. Well, there is time still. There is time. The leader, Paul Menard, to the lead with 8 laps to go coming here to the line. That second pack is trying to close. Paul Menard leads the lap. Stanton Barrett going for the lead. And we're about 3 wide there as Mike Bliss goes for the lead. Sorry about that, folks, for that little pause there. A.J. Allmendinger now goes for the lead. 3 wide back there. Mark Martin, Eric McClure, and Frank Kimmel. Whoa! Menard almost came down into Kimmel. And they're going 3 wide. May bring Brandon Ash, Eric Amarola, and Kevin LePage to them. They make this a big fight to the finish. A.J. Allmendinger. He's got a rookie right behind. He's got a fellow rookie right behind him. They're also Paul Menard. And the other rookie, 3 rookies right there on the top. 10, trying to get something going. The other rookie, Juan Pablo Montoya, of course, is off the pace. David Reagan has now lost the lead. Kirk Shelmerdine goes to the inside to get the lead off. Oops, sorry for that little lag there. Get the lead. LePage has caught the pack. Shelmerdine with the lead. 6 laps to go here in Daytona, here on speed. Shelmerdine led the lap. Barrett is going for the lead, but here comes Mark Martin. Reagan, is he going to boot Shelmerdine up high? Yes, he will. A big pack of cars to finish off this race at Daytona. Eric McClure, the lap car, playing havoc with everyone here. Uh-oh. And Barrett gets moved up high. 4 wide. Stan and Barrett way up high. Oh, and there they go! Brandon Ash escapes with Menard and everyone else. Everyone else has crashed. Shelmerdine is wrecked. Oh my goodness. Almirola, David, Reagan, Stanton, Barrett. Caution is out. And McClure got his lap back. And believe it or not, he got his lap back. Congratulations, man. Brandon Ash has taken the lead. 2nd is Menard. 3rd is LePage. 4th is Kimmel. 5th is Nemechek. 6th is Bliss. 7th is Allmendinger. 8th is Martin. 9th is Brandon Witt. 10th is Kyle Petty. 10th is Kyle Petty. Gonna go ahead and jump back and take a look at what happened to bring out the 2nd caution of the day here in the closing stages of the Daytona Last Chance Qualifier here on speed. As you see here, they were going 4 wide in the turn as I said. I think, oh man, this is what happened here. I think Frank Kimmel came down into Reagan. It's gonna hook Reagan here. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Hooks Reagan. And into Almirola. Almirola's going to go driver's side into Mark Martin. They're all going to wreck. Martin into the wall. Almirola. Shelmerdine. Nemechek just squeaked by. Bliss could not squeak by. Bliss could not squeak by as him and Shelmerdine hit each other down into the corner. Allmendinger. Did he get involved? Did Allmendinger get involved? No, well, maybe a little cosmetic damage to the front end of the car after making a little contact with Barrett. As for everyone else, they'll get by, but basically Almirola, Reagan, and Stanton Barrett, and maybe Mark Martin may be done, and maybe Mark Martin won't make the Daytona 500. Who knows? We're gonna go ahead and jump back and see what happened to bring out go back to the restart. Excuse me. And Brandon Ash is your leader right now. Lights are out atop the pace car. We're gonna go green with 3 laps to go here at Daytona. It'll take 1 lap for them to get to full speed. That means 2 laps of big action around this racetrack. Cars out of the race after that incident where David Reagan, Stanton Barrett, Kirk Shelmerdine are out of the race. Where's the lap traffic at? Oh, there they are. They're going to catch the rear of this field. And big news here, only 1 car is off the lead, is a lap down car. So you may be looking at your top 7 to make the 500 right here. Brandon Ash, Paul Menard, Kevin LePage, Frank Kimmel, Joe Nemechek, Mike Bliss, and Allmendinger, because I think Martin is off, will be off the pace. Then it's Brandon Witt, Kyle Petty, Ken Schrader, Scott Wimmer, Kenny Wallace, Arik Almirola, Jeremy Mayfield, and Eric McClure to maybe have all the shots left to make this race and make the race. But you never know what can happen in 3 laps. Marlin did the veteran move, moved out of the way. Marlin, earlier in the back, moved back. And he may allow these cars to race for this win. Brandon Ash going to try to make his first Daytona 500 and maybe try to win this last chance qualifier. Green is back out, 3 laps to go. And Marlin moves low, that might, and that's not good. Martin is off the pace. Let's see what's going to happen here. Top 7 have separated a bit. Brandon Ash is the leader. Kyle Petty is trying to make some moves back there with Brandon Witt. And Almirola, Allmendinger stuck up high back there. He may be in trouble as he's slipping back. That might open the door. That might open the door for Kyle Petty and Brandon Witt. 3 wide for 7th. 3 wide. There's 5 in the lead pack. There's 2 battling for 7th. Allmendinger's going to make it by. He's going to try to survive, and he will. 2 laps to go. Brandon Ash is the leader. Nemechek second. 3rd is Menard. 4th is Kimmel. 5th is LePage. No, Allmendinger takes 5th. Whoa! Witt almost turned Marlin. And 7th right now is Witt. Gonna try to get the draft here. Look who's up here, trying to also still make some noise. Kenny Wallace. White flag this time by. Brandon Ash is going to try to win the last chance qualifier here at Daytona. He leads them from the white flag. Driver still in contention is Kenny Wallace. Kenny Wallace is going to try to make the 500. Here comes Menard to the inside of Witt. Or not Witt, Ash. Paul Menard going to try to win the last chance qualifier. Here comes Kenny Wallace. I think Mike Bliss, Kyle Petty, Mike Bliss, and Eric McClure may be done. Here they come through 3 and 4. Paul Menard is leader. Frank Kimmel trying to make some moves. Frank Kimmel to the inside. He's going to make any move. No, he won't. Paul Menard is going to win the last chance qualifier. Now we got to figure out who here makes the 500. We know Paul Menard is for sure in the 500. Let's see. Frank Kimmel, Brandon Ash, Brandon Witt, Kevin LePage, Kenny Wallace, and AJ Allmendinger will all make the Daytona 500. Joe Nemechek was 64 hundredths of a second short of making the 500. Kyle Petty, Eric McClure, Mike Bliss, Scott Wimmer, Ken Schrader all had trouble. Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin, Art Amarola, they won't make it either. What a finish to this race here. Paul Menard, rookie, gets the win. 2 rookies will make the 500. 2 rookie competitors, that is, this year. Make the 500. Incredible race here at Daytona. That was amazing. Great job by all these drivers who were tempted to make the 500. Great job. Just an incredible race. Frank Kimmel and Brandon Ash had a close run there for second. So, thank you all for watching. An incredible race in my opinion. A long one, but an incredible race in my opinion. Paul Menard gets the win. Frank Kimmel, Brandon Ash, Brandon Witt, Kevin LePage, Kenny Wallace, and AJ Allmendinger will join him in the Daytona 500. Up next in this race will be the Chevy Silverado HD 250 at Daytona, and that'll be the Truck Series race. We're going to see what happens in that one. Thank you all for watching here today at Daytona, the 1990 configuration. This has been a production of the CGT 671 live here on Speed. We thank you again. I'm Chris Dollerton signing off here live from Daytona.